Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Larry Jones, a retired pediatrician, co-author of Falling Through the Ceiling, our ADHD family memoir, and founder of Taste of Success Coaching. I will explain the use of a simple technique that I hope will provide some comfort and stress reduction to each of you by implementing the power of the pause. In this COVID-19 season, we're all experiencing a new normal that is very different from anything that we've experienced in the past. Who would have thought that businesses, schools, and the nation's economy would just grind to a complete halt? We've had to rethink our work lives and our home lives. In many cases, the two have merged in a way that at the beginning of the year would have been inconceivable. How can we manage in this world of sheltering in and with our children, no summer vacation for most of us because the entire travel industry is shut down? Now, as the door of the travel industry squeaks to open, do you feel safe going to a hotel with your family? Boarding an airplane? This makes you take a pause. You need to consider all of your options. For others of us, these sudden changes have totally disrupted our lives and increased the level of stress and anxiety to intolerable levels. Persons suffering from stress-related illnesses have difficulty just making it through the day. The fear of catching the virus in the workplace or from our neighbor has made us want to avoid both. But we can't. We'll lose our job if we don't go to work. We too need to take a pause. So just what is this pause? My coach describes it this way. A pause is a possibility. It can inspire. It can open a window to the present moment. It can interrupt an old habit. It can prevent a violent word or a violent action. It can create anticipation. It allows thoughts to come and to go. It can remind us of who we are and who that person is right in front of us. It can stop the action. It can allow everyone else to catch up. It can change the direction of a day and of a lifetime. It can restore sanity. A pause is a possibility. By J. Perry. Now I'll read it a second time. Is there a line, a thought that resonates with you from this poem? One more time. A pause is a possibility. It can inspire. It can open a window to the present moment. It can interrupt an old habit. It can prevent a violent word or a violent action. It can create anticipation. It allows thoughts to come and to go. It can remind us of who we are and who that person is right in front of us. It can stop the action. It can allow everyone else to catch up. It can change the direction of a day and of a lifetime. It can restore sanity. A pause is a possibility. Why is this important? In this pandemic season, stress and anxiety are off the chart for most of us. The pause is a tool to help you or anyone to align your attention with a purposeful intention that allows you to focus on a defined path aligned with your heart and your head. Give yourself the power of the pause to determine the best options for you. Says David Garwork, ADD Coaching Academy founder. To use the pause effectively, you should use it daily, which really means establishing it as a habit. I've been using this technique since childhood to prevent me from reacting inappropriately in situations where I could put myself at risk on a job or at major decision points in life. I also use it when I need time to think in potentially dangerous situations. I use it to buy time and to give me the chance to think in order to make the best decision or choice that I can. So why do you want to use the pause? Use the pause to inhibit uncontrolled actions and minimize impulsivity. Be aware of your feelings and the body signals of stress and anxiety. Disperse those feelings by using the pause as a reset point to trigger the forebrain to use reasoning and your executive functions to resolve the problem. When under the negativity of stress and anxiety, you are controlled by negative thoughts from a primitive area of the brain. You need to pause to break the control. Turning on the forebrain as a result of the pause allows more oxygen to get to the brain to support thinking and good decision making based on experience and good judgment. It is important to notice how your body feels when you are stressed. Your muscles get tight. Your heart rate increases. You feel out of control. Use the pause to remove the emotion, to gain control, and to think your way to a solution. So how do you go from stress to the pause? You can take deep breaths to calm yourself. This works best when you're in a quiet, dark environment. Through concentration on a positive thought, you can reduce your heart rate and end that feeling of being out of control. Bringing yourself out of negativity to ignite your thinking brain is the objective. There, you can assess the situation using your executive functions, memory, judgment, experience, and reasoning to arrive at a decision. If you are stalled by fear, such as the anxiety of not knowing what's next in this COVID pandemic season, then follow the advice of the experts. Their suggestions are very simple but effective. Please wear a mask. If the majority of the public follows these precautions, we will come out fine on the other side. My college client puts it this way: by wearing a mask, you are both a leader and a follower. You're leading by example, and you're following the recommendations of the experts. Another method that's used to calm ourselves when we get stressed and become anxious is called mindfulness. This is the technique of being present in the moment, being totally aware of what you're involved in and what you're doing without distraction. You can learn to be mindful by doing calming and concentration exercises. This level of concentration promotes relief from stress and anxiety by deeply breathing and increasing focus on the situation at hand. Exercises in mindfulness help you to increase and improve your ability to flip the switch when stress and anxiety actually get in the way. Look at these exercises on your phone. They're in multiple places. They're in apps, plus you can just Google them and work on some of those mindful exercises. If that stress is the pressure from a superior pressing you to answer a question or to make a decision on the spot, don't let anyone force you into an immediate emotional answer. Ask for more time. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. Excuse me for a moment. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll have to get back with you on that. I'll have to give this some thought. Maybe I can get back with you tomorrow. Or for family, I can't talk about this right now, but we can address this concern tonight when things calm down. Mindfulness and the pause I like to consider as twins. Both break the negativity and allow the individual to activate the forebrain to think their way to a better place. Developing the pause and mindfulness as a habit is the best way to have this technique in your toolkit. Practice it until it becomes automatic. Research shows that it can take up to 3 months or more to form a habit, even with daily use. The process is as follows. There's the reminder. That's the trigger that initiates the behavior. There's the routine, the behavior itself, which is the action that you take. There's the reward, the benefit you gain from doing the behavior. Now, here's an example of the 3 R's in real life applying the framework to a typical habit. In this case, just answering a phone call. Step 1, Your phone rings. That's the reminder. This is the reminder that initiates the behavior. The ring acts as a trigger or cue to tell you to answer the phone. It is the prompt that starts the behavior. Step 2, you answer your phone. That's the routine. This is the actual behavior. When your phone rings, you have a habit of answering it. Step 3, you find out who's calling. That's the reward. The reward is the benefit gained from doing the behavior. In this case, the reward is for completing the habit and satisfying your curiosity to find out why the other person is calling you. Result. If the reward is positive, then the cycle forms a positive feedback loop that tells your brain, next time this reminder happens, do the same thing. That is, when the phone rings again, answer it. Follow this same cycle enough times and you'll stop thinking about it. Your behavior will become a habit. So when should you use the pause? You should use the pause daily to support moving toward hardwiring and habit formation. Pause before you leave home. Wear your mask and gloves when outside. Follow the recommendations of social distancing. Stay out of crowds. To get more practice on learning to pause and the power of the pause, try some of these apps. There's Aura, there's Breathe, there's the Calm app, there's Headspace, there's Insight Timer, and Omvana. If you have questions, you can reach me at Taste of Success Coaching at 980-428-9890, by email at drlarry@tasteofsuccesscoaching.com, directly to our website at www.enabletables.com/ADHD-coachings/. And of course, our book, Falling to the Ceiling, our ADHD family memoir, is available on our website, enabletables.com. And information about our upcoming events, such as our table talks and other events, will be on our social media, on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for both Enable Tables and for Taste of Success. We hope that the information we've provided today piques your interest and starts you to working on the power of the pause. So let's not forget to pause.